So, like, I'm gonna have to emulate them to do them for stream, which I don't mind, but, like, when they're games that are that good, I'd rather pay for them. And I know since they're older, I wouldn't have to pay much.
They just don't stop, do they?
I like how the yellow one is advanced enough in evolution for wings, but needs glasses, right?
Registration unknown.
What?
I have evolved to a point of peak.
Incoming fire from the
I can
unknown vessel.
fly, but I can't see things in front of me. If you have a PC, you can emulate. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, it's more like the principle behind it. Like, I'd rather not emulate them. Like, I only emulate games in like a last-ditch effort kind of situation where it's like I can't find them anywhere.
What just happened?
So, like, I'd much rather, like, pay for the game if I can.
Do you know them? No. There are no Morphous ships of that design.
What? Why not the
If anything,
Morphous ships?
That vessel actually looks more similar to.
We are not your enemy. Repeat,
Are you sure
we are
about
not
that?
your enemy.
You could be my enemy if I make you my
Calnus,
enemy.
Please acknowledge.
Don't you fucking tell me what to do.
Calnus. Do they know us?
But, like, that's what I mean. Like, I'd much rather be able to find
This
them
is SRF
than emulate them.
Calnus, with the USTA.
Emulation is a game changer.
This is Captain Edge Maverick.
Oh yeah, well that's what I mean, Jay. Like friggin' like most old RPGs, you can't get anymore. So like,
yourself into quite a
what
little
choice do you
jam,
have? Like
You're...
is that Lightspeed Kenny? I think it's him.
Is he a friend of yours?
He could be.
No way. That's the commander of our moon base.
Say his
And
name.
a hero on Earth.
Say his
The
name.
first man to travel faster than light, the pioneer of space exploration.
Lightspeed Kenny.
Yeah. So there's
There was
Claude's
a time
grandfather.
They used to call me that, yes.
Because obviously this
No,
is so far
I'm
back
just one of the suits.
in the series to the point where he's the
is USDA
he's obviously
Moon-based
still
Commander
alive,
Stephen D.
but he's
Kenny.
the first
I am here
person
on
to
USDA
travel at
orders.
light speed. But like when you get to like Star
Allow us to
Ocean
more properly
1
introduce ourselves,
and
sir.
Star
I
Ocean
am Edge
2,
Maverick, captain
like
of SRF
light speed is just
003
like a
Calnus.
thing, like
I'm
it
First
just
Officer
happens,
Raimi
right?
Sionji, sir. I'm Lim, Kei.
Miracle Shemma here.
Hello there. My name is Sarah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure
I'm a
each
feather
of
folk who
the
can't fly.
Miss Sarah,
each of the
come
Star
here.
Oceans has somebody
dear.
from the Kenny family in it. Or not really in it, but at least mentioned. But yeah, no, so
It
like,
seems you
but
have
like,
a rather
I
unique
don't mind
crew,
emulating
don't you?
games when they're ones that you just can't
Yes,
find
sir. They're
anywhere.
my friends, and I'm very proud of them.
Edge, are
Like,
you sure about this?
Another game I'd love to see a remaster or just like a
Captain of the
direct
ship
port
has
of
full authority
would
over
be,
all personnel issues.
Digimon
even
World
if
3.
those
Because
personnel
obviously there's a
happen
bunch
to
of
be
new Digimon
extraterrestrial.
World games out. There was, I think it was Digimon
The
Survive or
USTA
something
is
like
aware
that.
of the
There,
existence of extraterrestrials after
ended
all,
up
sir?
in the game catalog for
Yes,
PlayStation I
though
played.
our
It was
only
really fun.
direct
It was like
contact
more of a
has been with the
tactics-based
Eldarians. Mr.
one, just with
Gurgan
the
was
way
a
you
true
move
gentleman.
around.
Very intelligent.
But like friggin'
Have you met
Digimon
Commander
World
Gurgan,
3
sir?
was one of my favorite
Yes.
RPGs. It's a
A short
PlayStation
while
game.
ago,
But
in orbit
you,
around
and it's
Mars.
even hard
He
to
had
find a
fleet of
used
Eldarian
copy of
ships
it.
with him.
So it's like one of those things where it's like
I see.
you're gonna have
So
to
the
emulate it
refugee
because
fleet
you're not gonna
managed to
find it
escape.
anywhere.
So you knew?
Huh?
No, never mind.
So
First of all,
it's just one of
I'd
those
like to
things
have
that
the
like
report from your
unfortunately is a sad fact.
Tell me, what did your investigations on planet Eos reveal?
Oh, it's not even that they're like most JRPGs are stuck on old hardware. This is Star Ocean: The Last Hope, Mel. Fucking itchy
Let's
nose.
tell
I
the
don't know what it
commander
is. Every
everything.
time I fucking stream, every time I
Even
stream, my
about
nose
Crow?
just gets unbearably
just
itchy. I
going
think
to
it's
tell
because I'm
him the
talking
truth.
too much, and my
have
mustache
to
is just
understand.
tickling the inside of my face.
Besides, Crow hasn't done anything
Yeah, it's
wrong.
not even that they're most of them are on older
right.
consoles. It's just the fact that most of like
I
the
hereby issue
really
my
really
report, sir.
good ones are on
What we
older consoles.
experienced,
And I'm not saying like there's
what
not
we learned,
like
everything.
like newer JRPGs that aren't good, but like compared to the writing and just the way like the gameplay
concludes my
and like
report,
the
sir.
time and effort they put
may
into
be difficult to
JRPGs,
believe,
like
but
there was a
everything-
point that they
everything you
just
say
they
is
just
true,
started dropping
correct?
off. Like obviously like this is
I
a
don't have any
phenomenal
reason to
phenomenal
doubt what you
game.
say.
But like compared to like some
did well,
JRPGs from
Mr.
like the
Maverick.
Super Nintendo and the PlayStation 1, just
Coming through
doesn't
all
even
those
fucking compare.
experiences without
Like, just
breaking
like the
under them,
writing in general, but like,
you did very well
I say it a
indeed.
lot, like they're too focused on graphics
Yes, sir.
and voice
Thank you
acting
very
and stuff,
much.
but like, Star Ocean 2 for the fucking
Unfortunately,
PlayStation had voice
that
acting,
makes
and
the
it was
message
fucking
I must
phenomenal.
relate to you
Legend of
more
Dragoon,
difficult.
it didn't have voice acting through everything, but like the cutscenes had voice acting
Following
in
the
it.
appearance
Fucking
of
phenomenal.
Gaghan's fleet,
Like,
more and more Eldarian refugee ships
it just
came
seems
to
to
our
me
solar
like
system.
back in the days of like
The
PlayStation
Eldarians
1,
issued Earth and its people
Super
an indictment.
Nintendo, N64, and like PlayStation 2
They said their home planet
were
had been
they
destroyed.
they just
by
put so
Earthlings.
much like time and effort into it.
But why,
Late 90s, early
why
2000s.
would the
Oh,
Eldarians accuse
100%.
Earth of-
And I'd even
Because
go
of what
early
they
90s,
witnessed
like
firsthand.
earlier
Wave
mid
after wave
90s.
of black SRF ships
Because like you
mercilessly
gotta
gunning
think of
down
some
their
of like
refugee fleet.
the old Final Fantasies. Because I'm trying to
Phantom
remember.
ships, you would
I'm gonna search
argue.
this up right quick.
I can certainly believe that, but can you really ask the Eldarians
just before I
who
say
lost
this.
their beloved home world and now
But yeah, like the
wanderers
Super
vagrants
Nintendo
to
came
believe
out
it
in
as well?
fucking 92. So like we got to
It's
go
only
back like
natural
early
they would hate what
90s.
they saw with their own eyes.
Because like the Super Nintendo
SRF.
was fucking
In other words,
revolutionary for fucking JRPGs and platformers.
Mr. Gagan did come to
Illusions
our
of Gaia?
defense,
Okay,
but
okay.
It was for naught. All the Eldarians hate and
Oh,
anger
100%
is focused
Jackson.
on us.
Like that's a
How
fucking
dare
like
we use
100% on
the technology
that.
they themselves
Like
provided
nowadays they're
for such
too
ungrateful,
focused
shameless acts, I
on
ask.
the way a game looks. And like don't get me wrong,
Their
like this game is
indictment
fucking
could prove to
beautiful.
be fatal
Like this is a
for
fucking
Earth
PlayStation
and
3
all
game.
who live upon
But they
I
weren't
trust, of course. that you
as
understand
like
why
obviously
that is.
Square has always been like top of the line for fucking game
I do,
graphics.
sir.
But like you can see that they still went with like the
As we
cartoony
now
aspect
know,
of
we
it.
and
Like
the
they didn't
Eldarians
make
are
it so
just
that like
two
these
of many
people looked
races
like
living in our
real
galaxy.
people. And I think like
this
even in the new
incident
Star
were to
Ocean, they
become
don't look
widely
like real
known,
people. But like the
some
graphics
of
are
those
still
races
fucking
would certainly
crazy.
view us as a threat.
Fantasy Star on Sega, right?
Even if
Favorite
this did
JRPG
all
is Shadow
arise
Hearts.
from a mere
Oh, the shit!
misunderstanding.
Like that's what I mean. Shadow Hearts, like the Shadow
We've
Hearts
only
games
just
were
taken
fucking
our
great.
first steps
And
into
it's the same
space.
with
It would present a danger to Earth
like they
beyond
focus too
all
much on the
imagination.
graphics, and then everything
So
like
the
once
USTA
one game
was
goes
left with no
viral,
other choice but to
the
offer
game the
Eldarians
gaming
and the
industry gets
government of
saturated
Earth
with
this
all kinds of
justification.
games that are basically trying to copy
That
and emulate
is a
that.
factual
Like, don't
impossibility.
get me wrong, like fucking there's a
No
reason the
vessels
Dark
of
Souls
that
games
sort,
are fucking
nor any organizations
like
that
popular,
might command
like,
such
but like
vessels
every game
have
that's
ever
coming out,
existed
it feels
on
like
planet
all
Earth.
they're trying to do is copy the same kind of
Commander,
gameplay
does that
style,
mean-
just slightly different.
SRF
Xenogears has
been
always got
dismantled,
got a
along
proper
with any
end,
evidence it
or
ever
wish got a
existed.
proper end. Whoops. I just beat Divine Force. It's not
You're
as good as
well
the
aware
previous
this
ones.
is nothing more
Definitely
than a
Divine.
charade.
You're not
We
wrong.
have
Like
no
I still had a
other
lot of fun
options
playing
to
Divine
come to
Force, but
terms
like
with the
compared to like
Eldarians.
this one and like previous Star
Earth
Ocean
will
installments,
support the
it's just
Eldarian
it's nowhere near
emigration
close.
without compensation.
Not even
We cannot allow
anywhere
a
near close. Like some of
non-existent
the
organization
some
to
of the
disturb
different
that
like
balance.
effects and like movement mechanics and stuff
And
that they
so,
put in were fucking
that's why I'm
were
here.
really cool. Like
I
the
have
weird
come to
flight
you
thing
in
to
order
get
to
up
bring
and
a bit
find
more
like hidden
realism
chests
to
and
that
stuff like
charade.
that. And like to get to different places to find
Commander,
materials,
surely
absolutely
you-
hilarious. Hey Selby, what's going on? Welcome
All
back
hands,
in.
abandon ship immediately.
Star Ocean looked
Once
interesting
you are
to me, but
safely
never
aboard this cruiser,
knew where to
the
start. You can
Countess will be
Grave.
destroyed.
You can literally start at any Star Ocean game. They like the
Two of the
storylines
original
are connected.
SRF
Like there is a
vessels
specific
still remain.
order,
One of
but
them is
it doesn't matter
SRF
what
003
order you start them in.
Towers.
It's not gonna like
No
confuse you.
such ship exists anywhere in our
Why do I
universe.
think modern
We
JRPGs aren't as
cannot
good?
permit even
It's
the
a lot of
faintest
things.
trace
Like
of the SRF or its
there's not enough of them
activities
being
to remain.
made for one. Storyline
we must
is
wipe the
a second
slate
or
clean
even third
of everything.
aspect that they worry about. Like the writing just the writing for them just isn't as good as they used to be.
Wipe the slate
And I'm not saying the
clean.
writing is like absolutely atrocious. Sometimes you'll get
After we
games that are.
dreamt of going into
But
space
and it's
for
also
so
they're
long.
steering away from the thing that made
After so many
JRPGs what they are,
SRF
the
men had
turn-based
those
combat.
dreams
Like I
cut
realize
short.
Tales and Star Ocean
After
are
all the
different,
places
but they
this
do
ship
their
has taken
action
us,
combat differently than
after
all
all the
these hack
hardship
and
my
slash
friends and I
games,
overcame
which
together.
makes them unique and makes them really fun. And like
want
they've
us
been
to
doing
pretend none
that
of
with
it
Star
ever
Ocean
happened?
since the fucking Super Nintendo, and same with the Tales games with
That is
the
something I
action style
cannot do,
combat
sir.
in fucking Tales of Fantasia.
I
haven't
cannot
played
turn
it, but
my
I've
back
looked
on
at
this
it.
path we've
But like
walked
another
step
thing
by
is they're
painful
not
step.
trying
Not
to
after all
reinvent the
we've
wheel
been
anymore.
through.
Like back, like I know I keep going back to Super Nintendo and PlayStation
Mr.
1,
Maverick,
But like
you
back
fully
then, when they were still
comprehend
doing
the
turn-based combat,
implications of what you're
they would
saying?
innovate things to make them different.
The
Like,
SRF
you know, you
no
have your
longer
typical
exists.
turn-based combat games
As
like
such,
Final
you are
Fantasy
now a
VII,
complete
Final Fantasy
outsider.
VI,
The USTA will
fucking
not be able to grant you
Final
its
Fantasy
protection.
8, 9.
You will be able to return
But then
to
you
Earth.
look at, like, and those,
Indeed, you
they
may
tweaked
not
them a
be
little
able to
bit, but
find
for the most
asylum
part, it was the
anywhere.
same.
You'll be
But then
branded
you get
a
to
traitor.
games like Legend of Dragoon and their art system.
A
That was a
traitor?
giant change.
that would be
Somebody had
preferable.
mentioned Legend of Legaia in the chat before, like the way that they do the combat system for Legend of
I've made my
Legaia.
decision, sir.
Absolutely,
Together
like
with my friends,
100% turn-based
my
game,
allies,
but the way that
I'm going
everything
to
was
stand
done
up
for it
against
was
this
a
and
wild
fight.
difference to every other turn-based game out there. The Suikoden series,
I
the
realize
way that
sheer
they
audacity,
redid
sir.
their turn-based combat, like
But
Suikoden 1 and 2, which is also they
Because
got
I believe
a
it's what I must do.
remaster coming out in March, which is going to
I'm
be
going to
one
keep
that I'm going to be
moving forward.
fucking is on the
If
list.
the alternative means giving
But like
up,
they
I'd rather be branded
they
a
did
traitor.
things differently, and they tried to do things differently. I find nowadays
up
they're
against
too
the universe,
scared to
eh?
change it up
Quite a bold
as well as keep
declaration,
it the
son.
same. Like
You'll
keep
no
the combat
longer
style
exist.
turn-based, but do things to
really
innovate it.
something
They're
you
too
can
scared
deal
to innovate things
We
in the
can.
way that they used to. The flight thing, flight thing was used
everyone.
a lot in the beginning and wasn't as much. I find it was used.
There was a time
The
when
way
Edge
it
was
was
so
used
full of
more
regret
towards the
and
end
worry,
was
he
mainly
stopped
to
moving
like go
completely.
back and find other things that you
even
couldn't
so,
get
he's
before.
managed
But
to
you're
overcome
definitely
every
right,
adversity
Jackson.
and continue moving forward.
Oh yeah, 100% Grave. Like the storyline for
Edgy
modern
doesn't
RPGs
lie,
in
kid.
general got really lazy. I
So,
find some of the JRPGs that are coming
I
out
know
are
he'll
still
fix everything
they're
somehow.
definitely still up there, but
I
not
found
as much
myself
as they
drawn
used
to
to.
the
But like
heat of Mr.
JRPG
Edge's
storylines
passion and soul.
now are still like leaps and bounds
I will
above
stay
a
by
lot of
his
these like
side
action
for
games
as
that
long
are
as I
coming
can
out.
feel that warmth.
Halo is the best.
Edge can do it. I know he can.
See, that's where
I
like
just feel like this is where I'm supposed
that's where
to be.
I'm up and down for things because everybody always asks me like, "What's your favorite game? What's your favorite game?" And I will
well,
never say
when
that I
I'm
have
with
one
Edge, you
favorite
see,
game.
I get
It
this
will
amazing
always have to
feeling like I
be
can fly just about
What is
anywhere.
my favorite game per genre?
The boy
Which
might
is
still
still
be a
sometimes
little
really
wet
hard,
behind the
especially with
ears, but he's
JRPGs,
got
because I can
all
never
of us
say
to
one
take
because
care
like
of him,
people are like,
so-
"Oh, Halo's the best," but it's like, well, like don't get me wrong, like I
suppose
played
even
and beat like the
capriciousness
Halo
has its
games.
virtues.
But like, and the stories were good, the gameplay was fun, but like, would I pick Halo over some of the other like the JRPGs that I love?
I'm going to move
Probably
forward
not.
with
Just
my
because like I
friends
find the writing in a lot
for
of these
what we must
JRPGs
do.
is a lot better. Because like, if you look at Halo, like the lore and the background story and stuff
And
like
for
that,
the memory
absolutely
of
top
those who
notch.
died with
But
their
when it comes
dreams
down to it, like the
unfulfilled.
story is your basic like I'm just like a big badass soldier guy.
Even if a hero such as yourself stands in
Metaphor
my
is
way,
really good.
Commander Kennedy,
A lot of people keep telling
I
me
will
about
not
Metaphor,
give up.
and I'm looking forward to giving it a go when I get the chance.
See.
Still have hope for a Legend of
fact
Dragoon
that
remake.
you've overcome
I heard somebody
such
say that
formidable
apparently they're doing a
obstacles,
remaster of a bunch of
gained
old
so
like
many
PlayStation
companions
IPs.
in vast and
So,
unknown
and they said
space.
apparently Dragoon was on the list, but I'll fucking hold my breath for that. One thing I give Atlas is they keep
go.
the turn-based action system. Oh, okay.
Commander,
Love Halo. Halo 4 was
Go
UGG though.
forth
Ah,
and do
Bell.
what you must.
As well as spin-offs. I can't remember the last Atlas game I played. I know I've played a bunch. This is Star Ocean: The Last Hope, Seb. I agree, Grave. I feel like even Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, like I'm loving 16 so far. We just started Final Fantasy 16 the other day on stream, and I'm loving it. Like it's looking really good. The design is really fucking great, but like I haven't gotten far enough in yet. What is this? It looks fire. This is Star Ocean: The Last Hope, Cuban. It's a old RPG from
Dismantle
the
the
PlayStation
SRF?
3.
Don't you think
Played
that's
so many
rather
games from so many
short-sighted?
different genres. So yeah, it's so hard to pick one.
Tongue, Commander.
It
Or
also
do
felt
you
like
presume
FF6
to
didn't
think
know
your
what
heroic
kind of story it wanted to be.
reputation carries
There
more
was
weight
like
than my
16.
rank?
I read 6 and I was like, ah. Give Metaphor a try.
Excuse
Found out those
my
types of games aren't for me,
impertinence,
which is
Deputy
very,
Director
very valid. Like, there's not a lot of like
The USTA
a
has
lot of
reached
people that
its
just can't get into
consensus.
turn-based
This
games,
is no
right?
matter
And there's
for a
nothing
mere
wrong with that.
moon-based
I
commander
find a
to
lot of
meddle
people
in.
that can't get into
Well said,
JRPGs because of the
sir.
turn-based combat love
Your
to watch
job
people
is to
play
simply
JRPGs because
carry
like the
out
story is
orders
still like
I
really
require of
intriguing.
you. Do you
Thank you,
follow
Cuban, for the GGs.
light
Much
speed,
appreciated.
Kenny?
Is it even Final Fantasy if you don't if you don't go to
But
space?
sir, there's still a chance we can reach
Final
an agreement
Fantasy.
with the Eldarians.
This isn't Final Fantasy.
Mr. Gagan
Most
was
Final
quite
Fantasies you
amicable
don't go to
toward the
space,
SRF
actually.
on Eos. If we ask him to intervene for us,
You didn't go to space
A
in
little
9.
late for that, don't you think?
Although,
Sure
I was
is.
going to say 7, but no, you did go to space for a little bit in 7. But yeah, I had a feeling you meant Star Ocean. Well, you can't have Star Ocean without space. That's what the Star Ocean is.
Be thrown to a
An
kangaroo
RPG
court
from
so
this
close to election.
arena that isn't talked. Lost
goes without
Odyssey.
saying.
Yeah, actually,
Men of the
Lost
SRF
Odyssey gets
burn
brought up
with a
at least
desire to
every second
explore outer
stream that I
space.
have.
What will become of their passion, their dreams?
Nope,
And more
they actually did a
importantly, sir,
remaster
what are your
of
thoughts on the future
First
of
R.
mankind?
You can get it on any
the
console.
environmental degradation of Earth isn't going to stop.
Yeah, you went to space with
Mankind's
Sid, right?
only hope for survival
I
is
have
in
Persona
space.
5, but I haven't gone through
My future
all of
is
the
far
Persona
more
series.
important right now.
But like what
Why
I've
do
played
all you
of 5, like I
ignobles
didn't
want to
finish it.
make
I only
my
got like a
life
little
so
ways
difficult?
in, just because like some of my
Can't
other
you
favorite games got out. But like
understand
what
that
I've played
there
so
won't
far of
be
it, I
any
really liked.
future if Earth is
But yeah, Cole, like
destroyed?
any of the Star Oceans are valid games, no
It's
matter
not
what
as
one you
if the
start
Earth
with,
is going to
and
blow up
every single one of them
tomorrow.
is a
This
lot of fun to
current
play.
matter is absolutely
And like so,
crucial
like
for me.
there's like I know there's an order that the games
The
go in
SRF
storyline
was a
wise,
joke anyway.
but if you play them in any
Romantic
order,
talk
you're
of
not going to get
passion and
confused because the
dreams
storylines
without
don't
results
have like
disgusts
hard
me.
links.
Absolutely despicable.
It's just
How?
slight ones.
I suppose I must agree.
No need to apologize. No need to apologize.
Quite
This is Star Ocean: The
Compared
Last
to the
Hope.
passionate, dream-filled, noble idea of using
Is it even
successful
Final
space
Fantasy if you don't
exploration
fight God
to
at the
further
end?
one's
See, now
political
that's true.
career?
Is that all you have to say? Then be off on your mission already.
God or somebody that's an avatar of God is
Can't
always
imagine a
always
hero
involved
of
in Final
your
Fantasy.
standing will have much trouble shooting down such a lightly armed ship.
No, I will. I never have a problem answering what game this is. Fucking knows. Like I always love to get the word out, and like I find like trying to put it in the
What are you thinking, Commander?
I guess the title never really works because a lot of people
Oh,
come
just
in and they're
thinking
never
that
looking
I
at the
must
title.
be getting old.
This
I'm
is
astounded
Star
at
Ocean: The
how
Last Hope.
meekly I
I have
comply
played. I
with
actually
such an
have
absurd
Infinite on
order.
Discovery. I haven't beaten it. I remember playing it the first time. I think I had it on my Xbox,
Superior's orders.
and then I
So
found it really
subordinates
cheap
will not
on
respect
I
you.
think Steam. So I ended up grabbing it. It was only like a couple
Very
dollars when I
true.
found it.
And
I keep meaning to get
nonetheless,
around
as
to it, but you know
plainly
how
saw,
backlogs work,
I
right?
let them go on their way. Well then, Hines, how are we going
The
to
boss
report
fight before
this?
Sephiroth. I never. That's
Well,
one thing I
what
never really had a
exactly is
problem
there
with
to
was
report, sir?
was any boss
You've yet
fights in
to
7.
encounter any SRF ships, after all.
I thought it looked familiar,
Besides,
right?
the original order
What were you
had a
thinking?
critical
Were you thinking
flaw.
Fantasy Star? Because
There's
I
no
get that a
such
lot.
body as
Is
the
this Fantasy
SRF.
Star?
How can a non-existent organization
No.
command ships?
No, it is not.
That's clearly
No
impossible.
Fantasy Star for you.
And yet, Deputy Director Shimada
This game was
issued
a-
an
was a
order to
good-
destroy
good
these
Star Ocean
fictional
game.
Vessels. Really?
Well,
sir,
is I
what
guess
was
I'm
he
playing it
thinking?
right now. I have not played Magna
that's a
Carta or
charade.
Magna Carta.
But
I've heard.
well, I
I've had a couple
suppose
people
we
mention
can
it in
call
chat before, though.
now.
So there's just been forever since you've played it. Oh, no worries, no worries. Oh, we're finally back. I'm actually doing all of the Star Ocean games, so we've already beaten till the end of time. I've played and beaten every single Star Ocean game. But yeah, we're going. I'm doing 2 different RPG series right now. I'm doing Star Ocean and Final Fantasy, and we're going through them like in release order. Play through it about once a year. But yeah, so we're going through both of those. We're currently on Star Ocean, obviously The Last Hope, and we're actually at the end of the Final Fantasy series. We're on Final Fantasy 16, so it will be very soon that we jump to a new RPG series. Who was your team for Final Fantasy 7? Yours was Cloud, Tifa, and Yuffie. Mine was Cloud, Tifa, and I'm trying to remember who I used last. Tifa's always in there just because I love her fucking Limit Break. I think it was Sid doing the Final Fantasy retrospective as well. Nice. You're currently doing 6. Very nice, very nice. I'm not being a nuisance, am I? Yes, you're leaving feathers everywhere. I've beaten Divine Force, but we haven't got there in stream yet. I will be playing it again once I get there storyline-wise, so 2 games from now. Thank you, Grave, for the follow over there on Twitch. Much appreciated. You're gonna love some of those channel point redemptions. 15 years, that's ridiculous. I was so moved when I first seen the outside world. Grave fucking popping over. But yeah, no, like, I got a couple different, RPG series is in the list. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna start next, though. Still trying to get through Star Ocean 1. I got a little stuck at a boss. Okay. Your best bet, always go back and train, and then work on your crafting. Crafting is very, very important. This is easier for me while I'm at work. Oh, no worries. I have a lot of people from TikTok jump over to Twitch for the same reason. They'll either jump over for that or jump over because their fucking phone battery's dying. See, look, I've only set out on the Star Ocean. See, Star Ocean. Can't have Star Ocean without the stars, right? But yeah, no, like, there's always, well, usually, sometimes you get stuck in certain spots, but training and crafting. Crafting is always important in Star Ocean. It's because the wolves she brings with her. Oh, there are too many. I gotcha. That's like a fucking fight I did in this recently. Friggin' 2 days ago, and it was friggin' absolutely fucking ridiculous. Wonder if I got enough stuff for this now. Like, I just finished cutting up the the VOD for it, and the fight took me 22 minutes.
Soon, I don't have all day.
You do have all day, and you will like it. Synthesis?
Don't forget, the base item's important.
I'm just gonna do that and see. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I haven't done the synth in this yet, so I just had to take a look.
What you want?
Crafting, fucking wands. Let's see. So I did the Fang Flute once already, so we're just gonna leave that the fuck alone.
Soon, I don't have all day.
Oh, I need these fucking items, bastards.
Already know what you want to make?
Aluminum, silver. Moodstone. I definitely need some of those. I can only make fucking 1, though, which kind of sucks.
Best of luck now. Look what we made.
Yay! We made it. Did that open up
Soon, I don't have all day.
any items? Probably not.
Well, what are we making? Want to make something?
Yeah, I had a feeling it wouldn't. That's alright. This one, you kind of gotta wait till a little bit later before you the crafting gets to where you need it to be, though, which kind of sucks. That's why I don't like the crafting for this one as much. Just because you have to wait until you can get all of, like, the fucking items. Unlike the other ones where it, like, there was, I guess a little bit of luck to it. Please prepare for warp out. No. Like the other ones, there was a lot of chance to it, so you could save first, and then fucking use the item to synth or make something, and then it would like kind of like warp itself, and then you had the chance to get something like or the chance to get something like ridiculously fucking good.
Well, are we there?
Are we there yet? No.
From these coordinates, we should
Are we
be
there
able
yet?
to see it.
No. Stop.
That's weird. I can't see anything, Kay.
You can see stars,
Hey,
Lim. Shut up.
You'd be a little shy too if you knew everyone was staring at you.
But yeah, so like I find like this one like
Mr. Ian
there's
Hughes,
some
the
like I have
bashful
all
type?
these
To the
fucking
best
recipes,
of my knowledge, such is
but
not
I
the
can't
case.
make any of
They
them
must
because some of the
simply be
stuff
scanning our
that I
ship.
need I can't even like find yet. This is Star Ocean: The Last Hope,
What's with all the
fourth
zaps?
in the series. Oh look, there's an invisible ship. Don't worry, ship. It's all right. Or not quite a ship. Oh, this is N2.
That is EN2, the Morphous Center
I'm sorry,
of Command.
EN2. My apologies for the
been
mispronunciation
quite
of the
I
planet
wasn't
name.
expecting that.
Me neither. There wasn't even a
I
hint
wasn't
of it a
expecting
minute
it to
ago.
be
Well,
an
what
invisible.
we're doing isn't exactly
invisible thing.
benign. Hiding in the shadows comes with the territory.
Don't you think you could find a better way of putting that?
You
make it
like,
sound
do you,
as if
do
we
you
are
really
up
need
to
to
no
make
good.
us sound so shady?
Welcome, friends. It is fortunate our comrades have led you here.
Who's that? Oh my goodness.
Who is
Where
the one
exactly
talking
are
to
you,
us?
Sir?
Our thanks for receiving us, comrade.
Allow
Whoa.
me to apologize
Whoa,
for the
Bacchus.
discourtesy of my
Whoa.
sudden and unbidden
You
communication.
didn't need to say it
I
like
did not
that.
mean to startle you.
Not at all. Thank you for your kind greeting.
This is
We're
Star Ocean
sorry to
4, The
trouble
Last
you.
Hope. Welcome in,
Words do me too much
slime
harm.
creature.
Here we go. Just as straight-laced as Bacchus, in his own special
Slime creature,
Question
time
news.
warper.
I doubt you have the luxury
Well, I guess
of
reality
traveling.
warper, not just time warper.
No, that we do not.
All
Very
of the
well.
ridiculously
Allow me
overpowered
to
goodness.
guide you to our dock. Please remain as you are.
Thank you very much.
Please remain here. But I don't wanna. You can't make me. So, yes, I can. That's almost like I was stating like a few streams ago, where I was just like, because obviously this is some kind of, I guess, tractor beam. But like when you have like specific tractor beams to like catch people, and it's just like, why is this tractor beam being so nice and like setting the ship down? It's like if I had a tractor beam that was coming after my like fucking enemies, then fucking that thing would be crash landing that fucking ship inside of the bay. There'd be no setting it down and parking it. It would be launching it towards the fucking ground. It's like you're not getting away. I'm sorry. Because you always see it happen. They do that.
So,
they make it land.
this is EN2.
Then the people
I can't
escape,
believe
and
all
then they
this
can
was
get away on their
completely
ship.
hidden just a moment ago.
Then it's like no, that's not how you do it. You fucking
weird.
crash land their
My
fucking
body
ship.
feels so
Then if they
light.
do escape,
The
they've got to find a
gravity
way
in this
to
stuff must not be very
hijack your
strong.
fucking
Don't
ship.
run around. You could get hurt. My goodness. I feel like I really can fly now.
You
I'm
mean
gonna
you
fly
can't?
too, Kay.
Oh, fuck off, Lim. God damn it. Why is Lim even here?
Has this ship's sister vessel returned?
If by he you are referring to Comrade Crow. Unfortunately, he has not yet returned, nor have we heard from him.
He has not sent
I see.
messages.
So, Crow and FaZe aren't here yet.
So
Bacchus,
much like kids.
What are we supposed to do now?
It's
We're
been a
going
minute.
to find
No
out what's
worries,
happening
trash.
to the
No
universe here,
worries.
right?
We must first
Tends
have an
to be the
audience
way it
with
is.
X.
X? Who's X?
X is, well, it's a little hard to explain. It's probably best
we
if
can't
you
really
go see
say,
for
but we'll
yourself.
show you.
I concur. You should see X with your own eyes.
Well, what if I want to see X with
Fair enough.
somebody else's eyes?
X is in the central monitor room. This way.
Well, you just sit there like, yes, it's better you see this with your own eyes. It's like, am I supposed to see it any
Mr.
other
Edge,
way? Like,
may I have
do
your
you
leave
have this
to modify
mystical
the
ability to
compass?
make me see things with someone else's? Well, I guess they like look at how technologically advanced he is. They
I'd
probably
like
have
to
a way
enhance our armaments.
for me to see it with
As
someone
it
else's
stands,
eyes.
will be no match for the Phantom ships.
You fucking do that, Bacchus.
You're saying you want to turn an
How
exploration
unique all the
craft
party members are.
into
Oh,
a
exactly,
warship?
Grave. I don't know if
Mr.
you can hear
Edge.
me right now.
No, it's fine. I understand. We have to. At least for now.
Upgrade the ship, giant robot man.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah. Crow did it too, didn't he?
Yeah.
What
Crow
we
did
need
it.
right
Let's do
now
the
is
same thing that
ability to
Crow
fight,
did.
Not
But-
Trailblaze.
But Crow isn't here right now. He might be dead.
I'd like
Are
to
you
request
sure you
the
wanna
overhaul, then.
do the exact same
As you
thing?
wish.
That seems like it might be a bad
Let us go.
idea. Like that's just me. I don't know what anyone else thinks. Oh, I can move around now. So that's back there. There's nothing. Let's get all the treasure. Love how these people just leave, like, boxes of things around. But yeah, no, that's always a good thing about Star Ocean Grave. It's just, like, so many of the characters are, like, ridiculously unique. Yay, I can open this one because I have a fire ring. Health seeds, bunny feed, sweet. Oh yeah, I think I can summon the bunny with her, can't I? Use skill. Tomorrow's weather will be sunny with a chance of showers. Meteor showers. Oh my god.